Hello everyone, it's Sarah. I hope you're having a lovely start to February. It is Friday the 2nd, about 3 o'clock in the afternoon. I apologize if you can hear traffic noise and music in the background. Not my background, but the outside background. It's really nice, suspiciously warm for February. It's about 55 and sunny. So I do have the window wide open, and there is a business behind our house where the people work outside quite often. So they're rocking out to some tunes. I can hear it, but it's not loud enough that I can discern what it is. So you may not be able to hear it at all. But I thought today we would chat about what I have been liking, or let me rephrase that, what's been working and what's not been working for me so well with my planner / notebook stack this year. I have them all inside of this. I have wanted a Delphonics utility pouch for a long time. I got it for Christmas from my mom. It's already covered in pet hair, so, gotta break it in somehow. But I've wanted one for probably a year and a half, 2 years now. And I know it's not a huge investment, but I have a pencil case that I love and works well for me. So I have the contents of that pencil case not linked because I don't know how to do that yet, but I have it in another video. It's my first video, so someday I will be able to link videos in the cards and whatnot, but that day is not today. So I have wanted this Hi-El Bell for a long time, but I was a little unsure of what to do with it because, like I said, I love the pencil case that I have, and I didn't want to replace it, but I knew I wanted this. What I wanted it for, to be determined. But as soon as I got it, I realized, if Ellery will allow us to open it up here, it fits my 2024 planner stack perfectly. Hi, pretty girl. Hi, baby. You're very sweet and I love you, but you're so drooly in your old age, and I don't want you drooling on my paper. So it fits my notebooks and planners just absolutely perfectly. And the really nice thing about this is I can throw, one or all of my planners into this bag and then into my purse when I'm traveling and going out and about with my notebooks, and it won't damage them. I don't have to worry about things, as I just freaking damaged my planner, whatever. I don't have to worry about things kind of pushing up against the pages and bending them, creasing them. Sometimes I'll open my bag when my planners are not in this bag. I'll open my bag and one planner will be fully inside the pages of another, and I'm not precious with my things, but I'm not trying to damage them outright. So while I'm pulling these out, we may as well get started. So I do have a video with my 2024 planner / notebook lineup. Again, I don't have that many videos, so it won't be hard for you to find, but I encourage you to go check that out for more detailed info on how I'm using each of these. So we are just going to, I am going to kind of put these in an order that makes sense to me. Okay, and we will get started. So first up, this is, all of these notebooks and planners are Sterling ink. This will not be a flip through of how these notebooks are set up. You can find 10 million videos about that on the internet or on YouTube, and you can see everyone's thoughts and reviews. This is not that. This is going to be how things have been working out for me and how I've been using my planners in the month of January. So first up is this I want to say it's the passport. This little card is covering it. Yeah, I think PH is passport. And this is just a free little journaling card that came with one of my Sterling ink orders. It's hard, real hard, especially with the ring light. It's really hard to capture it on camera, but it is a very like luscious forest green. It's probably just coming across black on the camera. But so I have dedicated this as my memory keeper planner. These are just, well, not this, but these are just some free stickers I got from a Sterling ink order. And I might go and backdate some of the months, excuse you, but I'm not too concerned about anything other than these daily pages. This is what I'm using it for. I got the horizontal layout, so I have, what is that, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 lines each day, and I'm just using this as a memory keeper. So I'm using a different color pen each day to help kind of separate the days. Otherwise the text, if I used all one color, the text would just, the days would just run into each other and I would have a harder time visually discerning between the days. So I so far have kept up on it every day. Just quick little blurbs. I haven't done anything down here. I don't know if I will, maybe I will, maybe I won't, but I'm not stressing about it. And the current week we're on, I haven't filled out today's. I typically, I thought I'd keep this at my nightstand and fill it out every night. When I lay down, I'm ready to read my book and go to sleep. So I have not been keeping this by my nightstand. I've just been filling it out the day after. So I filled out yesterday's this morning, and I'll fill out today's tomorrow morning. So that is my cute little baby passport one. Next up, this is my B6 full year Sterling ink common planner. You know what, we're just gonna move these until we need them. And I will scooch you down just a tad. So I have here just the grid spacing, or the number of grids across and down. So I have that handy. Maybe I'll put it over here so it doesn't fly away on me one day. Again, I'm not going to go through and flip through every page and tell you exactly what every page is, because I've already done that. But I am here to show you the pages where I've made additions or changes to in the month of January. So my first page that I would like to show today is my first quarter priorities page. So in January, let me start out by saying that I had 6 different areas of goals that I wanted to work on. I had financial, writing, home, fitness, YouTube, and health. And then what I did was I took these quarterly goals and I broke them down monthly. As you can see, I've not filled out March. I only filled out February today. And actually, while we're here, you can hear my other cat, one of my other cats, Astrid. She wants in here so bad. She really wants to come in, but she is a menace. Not like my sweet baby angel, Ellery. So Astrid will not be allowed in here, but she will make her complaints known. So there we go. So I broke down my quarterly goals into monthly. As we approach March, I will fill out my March goals. But, you know, plans change, goals change, so I don't want to fill out my March goals now and then realize that they're no longer relevant, or I've already accomplished them, or there's just no way in hell I'm going to accomplish them that month. So I'll do it as we come up on it. But in January, I did meet all 3 of my financial goals. I did finish my writing goal. I did not work on prepping my office for renovation at all. Sorry, you can hear that airplane or helicopter. I did not work on that at all. I really put a lot of my time into finishing my draft. I did not find workouts I can do. I broke 2 of my toes on New Year's Eve. I had a little too much fun, but honestly, I think being inebriated helped kind of break the fall a little bit and curb some of the pain, because I think if I were sober when I fell, it would have really fucking hurt. So I guess in one way I can be thankful for that, but whatever. I didn't find any workouts. I already know a few workouts that I could do that don't involve my toes. Did I do them? No. I did not upload 4 YouTube videos. I only uploaded 1. And then my main health goals were to make healthier eating choices and heal my broken toes, which there's not a whole lot I can do to heal my broken toes except, you know, the whole rice, rest, ice, compression, elevation. There's not a whole lot they can do for broken toes, because it's just like, oh, that sucks. You can't cast your pinky toes. So I did do a really good job the first week and a half or so of the month. But as I get more mobile and the swelling goes down, it's been more enticing to not be off of my feet. It's been more enticing to be up and doing things and taking the dogs for walks. So my toes are mostly better. I'd say they're about 80% better, but I do still need to be mindful. So I did put that on my February goals. So my February financial goals are, I need to buy some repair parts for my truck that I've been putting off. Well, more maintenance than repair. I need to make 2 payments on my credit cards. These are both significantly larger than the minimum payments, because I'm trying really hard to pay them completely or mostly off this year. And then I need to print the rough draft of the novel that I just finished drafting. This month, I do want to prep my office space here that we're hanging out in. I do want to prep it for renovation. We need to resurface the walls, replace the bottom trim, and repaint. Also replacing the window trim. So there's maybe replacing my closet doors. That would be really nice too. There's some big projects that need to happen in here. So I want to kind of organize, declutter, move things to either the center of the room, like my desk. It's a big L-shaped desk and it's not going to fit out of my office without taking it apart. So everything either needs to come to the center of my office or needs to leave the office. And then for fitness, I do want to do 4 long dog walks. Again, I'm trying to be mindful of my toes. And then I want to do my ab and arm exercises that I was working on earlier last year that I've neglected. Well, that's just not gonna, the candle's not gonna be in the frame, that's fine. For YouTube, I want to upload 3 videos this month. It's a shorter month, not by much, but it's a shorter month, and I just want to focus on some other things. And then health, I want to continue healing my toes, and I want to continue to make healthier food choices. And then here on the right, I have my habit tracker, which, like, none of this information is super confidential. You guys can be nosy, I don't care. So these are my habits that I'm tracking. Meeting my water intake goal, which is usually pretty easy for me. I hit it more days than not, as you can see. I've always been a pretty good water drinker. Moving my body, this isn't necessarily an exercise, and in fact has not been an exercise all this year. It's been walking the dogs, so, and I'll allow it. I gotta take those small victories. You know, in 6 months, the movement goal on my habit tracker might be different, but for now, this is what it is, and that's fine. The next goal is one of my neighbors just drove by and they're listening to music with their window. Everybody's thinking about spring, even though it's the beginning of February. But my next goal was maintaining sobriety for the whole day from not caffeine, let's be real, but from substances, beer, marijuana, other things. So any day that I maintained my sobriety, I gave myself a check mark. Doing any day, I did my complete skincare routine, my toners, my moisturizer, yada yada. Similarly here, oral hygiene, not just brushing my teeth, but mindfully brushing my teeth. I don't know if any of you relate to this, but I brush my teeth, but I find myself thinking about other things and not paying attention to getting like the back corners and making sure I'm flossing every tooth or brushing my teeth long enough for my new electric toothbrush to turn off, which I didn't know it turned off automatically after the appropriate amount of time until yesterday when my husband told me that. So apparently I've learned 2 things. 1, that my toothbrush turns off automatically, and 2, I'm not brushing my teeth for long enough. So any day that I've completed my oral hygiene full routine, I give myself a check. Days we do all the litter boxes, give myself a check, like all 4 of them. We have 4 cats. Technically we should have 5 boxes, Ellery, but we have 4. Days that I am reading and days that I am writing. Excuse you, ma'am. God, you're so fucking cute. Okay, I love you, but please don't drool on my notebooks. This month, I have largely the same goals. The only thing, well, you can't see it. Okay, there we go. The only thing is I haven't included a last goal here because I'm not writing this month. I am taking a break. I am letting my brain rest. I am letting my rough draft rest, and I will come back in February with fresh eyes. So I am not writing this month. So if you have any ideas on what I should, sorry y'all, I'm fiddling with the camera here. If you have any ideas on what I should add for my last habit here, please put them in the comments. I am very curious. And then those are my dogs. There's a kid playing outside, and that's apparently unacceptable. So the last thing I am including down here on the bottom is I am a Poshmark junkie, so to speak. I'm not somebody who has like thousands of dollars in sales. It's very casual for me, but I have been buying and selling clothes on Poshmark for, I think it will be 10 years this year, or 10 years next year. I can't remember. But I just want to keep track of some of my statistics so that I can track my growth, track some opportunities, weigh some cost-benefit things to see, what's working, what's not, and what's even worth doing. So that says that. And then I just have the pages marked off with a paperclip until I get to the monthly page. We're in February right now, but we will flip back to January. So, very plain. I have a few stickers. I'm not even particularly attached to using stickers right now, but I have them. I should use them. And dogs. And I want to use them just to kind of spice up the page a little bit. So I've not put something every day, and I've not put, like I did more on this Sunday than the laundry, but I only marked laundry because it's a small box, and if I want more information, we can just go to the weeklies. So I just kind of did some highlights here, nothing groundbreaking. My February will probably look much the same as January. Okay, maybe that angle's a little better. Okie doke. So we're gonna skip ahead to the monthly, or the weekly section, sorry. So again, my weeklies look pretty similar to the monthlies. There's not a whole lot of decoration. There's not a whole lot of razzle dazzle. But I'm going through this kind of quickly because I'm honestly not a very interesting person. So there's my weeklies. And then we will move to the back of the book here. So I have my table of contents, which I think is pretty correct. I have my silent task list. These, I spoke about it in another video, and I don't remember who I got this idea from, and I'm so sorry, I wish I did. But they were talking about these are tasks that need to get done, but they are neither time sensitive nor an urgent task. Like there's a time, well, important for your quality of life. So these are mostly just reorganizing projects that I've had on my mind. Another page for that. A seasonal task list. So these are things like washing my water bottle, deep cleaning the bathroom, changing the air filters in our filters in the house, changing the dish sponge, those sorts of things. More of that. And then I have the vet tracker. Knock on wood, no one's needed to go to the vet for anything yet this year, so that's maybe the first time ever. We have, if you don't know, my husband and I have 2 dogs and 4 cats, so we know our vets quite well, and they know us quite well. Another page for my vet tracker, my period tracker, menstrual tracker. I have a key for symptoms and flow, the lunar cycle, a note section. This is for the first half of the year. And then I have those symptoms and flow notes noted in the monthly, and, you know, yada yada. So it goes. Here's for the second half of the year. Planner and stationery ideas. I got nothing yet. The couch to 5K plan. As soon as my toes are 100%, I will be starting to run again. My wish list, and then gift ideas for friends. And then I have not finished this book yet because, y'all, it is almost 900 pages, but I will finish it, so I've gone ahead and taken the liberty of writing it down. These I set up before the new year. And then this is in, from here, let me rephrase that. This page is in regards to my low buy year. Some encouragements, my whys, triggers and things to watch out for that make me feel like I want to spend money. Things I can do instead of shopping and buying things. And then a flow chart of if I really need the item. So then I have my January log here. I did really well, except the only time I significantly faltered was I bought these 2 rings on my pointer fingers because, like, really? Come on. So, I did not need to spend almost $80 on these rings. Do I regret it? No, I can't say that I do. Do I wish I could have resisted to maintain my streak for the month? Yes, But do I regret having these rings in my life? Absolutely not. And then I just kind of made some reflections for the month on this next page. And I have that again for February. I will have my spending tracker, my reflections space, and that's it. After my December page for finances, I have an overall year in review page, and then this is just, the sticky note is just to signify that we're just moving into the daily pages for whatever I need these for. And daily pages is loose, they're just blank, there's no dates, there's no nothing, they're just grid pages. So yeah, that is my daily driver main planner, my B6. This is my kind of companion for it. This is not a planner. This is just a notebook. I've left a few pages at the front to be kind of table of contents, indexing page, well, table of contents. And then this was my practice for filling out my goals section in my B6 planner that we just walked through. Just some shopping lists, and then you'll see the space where this is going, but I have not finished it yet. I'm not a tarot person. I'm not against it. I find it kind of fun and interesting, but I don't care enough to do it. Like, if somebody wants to do a tarot reading for me, sure, like, let's go. But I'm not motivated or interested enough to buy my own deck. But I was watching Sarah Cannon's Friday coffee chat maybe a few weeks ago. She goes live every Friday at 1 p.m. Pacific, 4 p.m. Eastern time, and just chats for an hour with her community, and they were talking a lot about tarot. So I just went online and did the Celtic Cross tarot poll to kind of inspire my 2024 writing year. So I'm just kind of making notes, and I'm not done, making notes about what I've pulled, what it means, my interpretation. So that's all I have in this so far. And then once I'm finished, I'm only on 7 out of 10 cards. Well, I will be starting 8, but I'm not finished. And once I'm done, I will transfer it into my writing notebook. But that's all I have in this. This is just kind of my scratch paper, whatever I need it for, to go with my common planner. Next, I'm gonna take a drink of water, because that's like the number one thing about YouTube that nobody tells you about YouTube is you get thirsty just talking for minutes on end. Okay. So this is the Sterling Ink A5 Compact Common Planner. This is my reading journal. Up here, I just have some stickers and then some notes that I will transfer in here eventually. Title page that I've done absolutely nothing with. My reading goals for the year. I've gone over this before. So January, I wanted to start a series and read 2 books this month. And I've pulled these monthly goals from my quarterly goals. These I feel more comfortable writing. I wrote all of these at the beginning of January for each month. I feel more comfortable because this is not like, this is low stakes. These are like low hanging fruit. So I'm fine writing these all in now. So I wanted to start a series this month, and I wanted to read 2 books. I did start a series, but I still need to finish the book, and I have not read 2 books because I'm still on my first book of the year. Here I kept track of every day, how many pages I read each day, the titles that I read this month, and then the number of books read and the number of pages read. I only had one day this month that I didn't read, and it's because I honestly just forgot. I thought that I had read in the morning, and I did not, so didn't read at all that day, but it's fine. Jesus, dogs. So I did list this book, even though I didn't finish it. It is what I've been reading, and this will carry over for February. I did read 445 pages, which is over halfway, so at least there's that. I am enjoying the book. However, I'm not blasting through it like I hoped I would. I have heard really good things about it, and I'm not here to discuss the book. This is not what this is, but I thought I would be going through it faster than I am. That's all. So up here, I have the title of the book I've started, and then these lines indicate if I'm still reading it, which I am, so every day this month. My library book was due that day. Luckily, I was able to renew it. Oh, my husband's pulling it. Hey, he waved to me. He just drove past the street. And then I have my stats for this month. So the number of books I read, 0, still reading. The number of pages I read, the number of library visits, 1, the genre, Western. Also, this is my first time reading a Western. Never read one before. The moods of the book or books that I've read, adventurous, emotional, sad. The favorite book, I guess this is my favorite one, even though I'm not done with it, but just by default. And then the year published, 1985. And then I just made a note that the stats for this book will also appear next month since I haven't finished it. And then, rinse, lather, repeat. My dogs are gonna they're losing their minds because Dad's home, and Dad's the fun one, and I'm the boring one. Let me know if you relate to that, if you're the disciplinary, stricter pet parent and your partner is the fun one. So this month, I've just gone ahead and rewritten Lonesome Dove there, and I've just drawn the line through all weekend because I'm not finishing it at least this weekend. And then my book is now due on the 10th, so I'm a little more than halfway through, and it's due in like a week. So I'm glad I'm done drafting my novel because I need to just buckle down and focus on finishing this book now. All right, and after all of the, the weekly pages. I was like, after the weeklies that I didn't even show you. Okay. So I have the weeklies. These are I'm not decorating. I'm not. We'll just put this somewhere else. Sure, that's fine. So up top here, I know the marker is a little dark, but I just kind of highlighted how many pages I read that day, the book I was reading, which I think I did that. I didn't do that I'll fill that in, but I just did the number of pages I read, the book I'm reading, and then some notes, like only read while my husband was making dinner, or like read a few pages and then read in bed. And then this one, I go back and forth so much. Like, I feel like I want to get into this book, but I'm 70 pages in and I don't dislike it, but I don't feel like I'm into it yet. Good thing it's so damn long. There's still more time. And then this one where it's like, I had a really great writing day. I only read 3 pages because I was probably like mentally exhausted. Yeah, I didn't want to have a 0 day. I feel so moderately excited and then not very excited about this book. Yeah, I just kind of like yo-yo back and forth between liking this book and it just being meh. Here, I need to stop leaving my reading time till right before bed. And then I've been using Storygraph, and I made a mistake here, and my Storygraph data got all sorts of fucked up, so I started keeping track of the page start and page end each day, so that if I sorted it all out, then I had the data to go back and backfill it, which after numerous emails back and forth with someone from the Storygraph team, I think I finally have it figured out. So they've been very wonderful, very kind, very patient. So I'm thankful to them. And that's it so far. I didn't fill out yesterday, but I think I read like 5 or 6 pages last night. I don't know. I'll have to look at it. Those are my weeklies. My table of contents, which I know I need to fix. It's messed up. Annual stats. The year's far from over. I did put in my battle of the books, folks will write down their favorite book from each month, and then they choose, from January, February, March, they will choose their favorite from that quarter. And then from the quarters, they will choose their favorite from the first 2 quarters of the year and their favorite from the second 2 quarters of the year. And then they will figure out at the end of the year what their favorite book was. I put Lonesome Dove, even though I haven't finished it, just because it was the only thing I was reading this month. I am a 1 book at a time person. So my TBR list, which was the biggest pain in the ass to write out. I have added a few books this month. Don't have any favorite quotes yet. Some book recommendations and who recommended them. And that's it so far. I won't do my book review spread until I'm finished with the book and I can kind of compile all of my thoughts. So that's my reading journal. And next, we are moving on to the last 2 that are significantly less filled out than the first 3. So here's a whole bunch of sticky notes for things I want to include in the notes section. I just have not gotten around to setting it up yet, which, most of these things are fine because National Novel Writing Month is November, Preptober is October, Camp NaNoWriMo the first one doesn't start till April, so I'm not pressed for time here. So you'll see a whole bunch of whiteout because I did the thing of what I did in my reading journal where I was like, here's my quarterly goals, and now I'm going to assign them all to my monthly at the same time. No, Sarah, no. You do 1 month at a time, just like you do in your B6, because life happens. So, January, my only goal was to finish drafting Clue, and I did it. I am so excited. Man, I'm excited about this book. Ooh, excuse me. I'm very excited about this book. However, I've never tried writing a mystery before, and it's hard. It's hard. To keep track of all the characters, their points of view, to keep track of the timeline, and have it make sense, and have the clues, not be impossible to find to the reader, but also you don't want to, leave them a super easy breadcrumb to where they're getting bored. And then it's just hard. It's really hard. So I'm happy I'm taking a brain break. Which leads me to my February goal, which is to rest my brain. I wrote these in the wrong order, but I want to spell check all of the scenes in docs, in all of the scenes in the documents, because I drafted my whole entire rough draft on the Freewrite Traveler. If you don't know what that is, it's a kind of niche drafting device that has an e-ink screen. They boast distraction-free. Stay tuned. I will be doing a full review now that I've written my whole rough draft on it and I'm more comfortable with the machine than I was when I first got it in October. So stay tuned. But it does not have any spell check, at all. So you can type gobbledygook and it won't catch it or correct it. So normally when I'm writing on a laptop in Microsoft Word, I do like to have the spelling correct if it doesn't autocorrect it for you in the moment. But on this, it being such a small device and it's kind of a pain in the ass to navigate up and down the lines of text, I just decided to leave it. If the spelling error was so great that I couldn't figure out what word I was writing, I would go back and correct it. But if I spelled ADN, I know what that is. I can just spell check in Microsoft Word each scene. It'll take 5 minutes and I'll just correct it there. So I do need to spell check, and I'm not going through and grammar checking for the writers out there who want to jump in and correct me saying you should focus on developmental edits before you do grammatical and spelling edits. I know. This is just so that when I print it out and do my read through for those developmental edits, I'm not having to read the word and spelled ADN. But I'm not going for grammar unless something is blatantly obvious and takes 1 second to fix. I'm not correcting any spelling or grammar. I just want it to be legible and easy for my eyes to move across the page where I can actually focus on the story instead of only being able to see those typos. So before y'all come at me, I know. And then I need to put all of my documents in the correct order. When I uploaded them to my computer, they all just kind of went, which is kind of frustrating, but I need to put them all in their chronological order, and then I can print my rough draft, and then I can rest. And in March, I will be doing the read-through of this project, and when I do my read-through, I'll do a whole nother video on my writing process. I'm just reading through it. We'll talk more about that in another video. This doesn't need to be 3 hours long. Although I could talk to you for 3 hours, but we're not doing that today. Here, I just kept track of how many words I wrote each day. The D means drafted. When I move into March, I don't think I'm going to count word count for my read through. So ideally, I spend the month of March doing my read through. And then April, I will do my revisions. So in April, I will write down my word counts again. But in this far right column, I'll just put an R for revisions. Then when I get to the editing stage, I'll put E for edits, so on and so forth. Well, I suppose that's really it, but you know what I mean. And then down here, I have words drafted. I wrote 22,000 words this month. And I finished my draft. So that is that. January, pretty blank. I could write how many words I wrote each day, but I already have it here and in the weeklies. So I'm not trying to make more work for myself, because at a certain point you're just not wasting, but it feels wasteful for me to just write it down so many times. But I did have my priority of finishing the rough draft here. And then I noted in Sarah Cannon's Heart Readings community, her and her moderators. Sorry, there's a loud truck going by that's towing a digger excavator thing on a trailer. I kind of live in a rural area, so we have a lot of loud trucks by me. Sorry. She hosts every first Saturday of the month. Sarah Cannon and her moderators host the Heart Readings Double Down Day, which is basically different moderators throughout the day are live streaming on YouTube, and they do productivity sprints together. It's a lot of people focus on writing, but Some people are working, some people are editing photos, some people are, exercising, some people are doing chores around the house. Everyone's kind of doing whatever they need to do and focus on. So it's really great. I highly recommend checking it out. It's just good vibes, and you're kind of body doubling and working with other people virtually. So it's motivating for me personally. And then I don't remember how often she does these virtual writing retreats. But it's essentially the double down day, but repeated 3 days in a weekend. And there's like a destination that we all go to virtually, which was Aspen, Colorado for winter. So that was kind of fun. And then there is another double down day tomorrow. I will not be writing, but I will be attending some of the sprints and working on my Poshmark listings because I need to get some of that stuff done. But my writing goals this month are just what I told you. Spell check my documents, put them in their correct order, print my rough draft, and rest. And then my weeks, I just have things of significance, double down day, and then words drafted. Very blank. And then this last week I was like, oh shit, the end of the month is in like a week and I need to finish this draft like now. So I did have a couple really good writing days, 3,600 here, 3,800 here, 1,800 there. I definitely took advantage of the writing retreat weekend and was in a lot of the sprints. So if you are also a hardy, hey. And then on the 6th, on the double down day, again, I took advantage of the sprints and I wrote 3,500 words. So as you can see, they really do motivate me because my highest writing days were the days, with the exception of that, because it was just like, oh shit, I need to finish. I just shut myself away for like 6 hours on that Sunday. But my highest writing days were typically the days where the productivity sprints were running. And then today I put all of my the FreeWrite post box. The post box is their like proprietary yet free cloud storage. So I took all of those documents from the cloud and put them into Microsoft Word. Those are my weeklies. And then we move to the notes section. I have space for the table of contents. I don't think I've shown you folks my writing journal or planner at all yet. So I have my steps to writing a novel. I have my plotting and planning, drafting, revising, and editing phase. I've only ever gotten so far as to finish the read-throughs. So that's as far as I've ever gotten. So pretty much the revision and editing phases are unknown, but this is the process that I think will work for me, and this is a time frame that I'm estimating. Obviously, this can be reworked and rewritten as I go through it and learn, which I'm sure I will. And then this page is all my works in progress. I have the NaNoWriMo year it's associated with, the project name, and then the stage. These are Orange Umbrellico stickers, and the beautiful thing about them is I think all of their stickers except the journaling stickers are repositionable. Like weeks and months later, you can just pull this up, no problem. So as I change the stage, I change the sticker. With this last year's Nano, it was in draft and I changed it to drafted today because I remembered I was filming a video and was like, oh shit, I need to update some of these things. So here's the tarot reading that I did for myself for my writing year, and I will transfer all of the notes from my B6 notebook into here once it's finished, and that's it. So I will also, once the tarot journal entry is done, I will start adding some of these things, but they're just here now for safekeeping until I set them up. So my writing journal, planner, notebook, this will get filled out. I don't expect this to get chunky necessarily. My 2023 writing notebook planner, which I did a video on, I'm pretty sure. Yeah. That one it did get quite chunky, but that's because I used a lot of stickers. I don't plan on using a lot of stickers because quite honestly, it was too chunky. So this one will get filled up more, but I don't ever anticipate every page being filled out and that sort of thing, and that's fine. I'm not particular about that. And then lastly, my Sterling ink. This is the week size N2, that's right. The N2 full year compact common planner. This is my social media planner, and I'm hoping that I will find more use for this year, but because I am like a YouTube infant, right now, this is too much space for me. Like, I don't need this, to be quite honest. But I'm hoping by the end of the year, I will need this space. So again, these are some notes I want to add at some point. These are some sections in the notes section that I would like to add. I've done very little to set this planner up even yet, and that's fine. I can set it up as I need it. Haven't even set up my first quarter priorities. Excuse me. I'm gonna take a drink of water while we're chilling here. Okay. Thanks for waiting. Much better. I'm a whole new woman. So I did not do this for January, and I believe in my YouTube analytics I can go back and see these specific statistics for specific days, but I need to play with it. But I still want to put some quarterly and then monthly goals. I don't know how I'm going to use this. I guess I could just say like uploaded this day, uploaded, filmed, which right now I'm uploading the same day I'm filming, but I do plan on recording another video immediately after I finish filming this one that I will not upload today. So that whole like filming, uploading thing might be more advantageous here coming up very soon. And then here's my December. So I posted my first video on the 1st, 2nd, 3rd, 4th, and then on the first day, I posted my first video. I had 3 subscribers. Who those subscribers are, I don't know. They don't know, because I didn't even have any videos. So like, why are you following me? For nothing, for literally nothing, but thanks, I guess. And then I had 11 subscribers by the end of the month. So thank you to those 8 people who liked my 4 videos. Appreciate you. And then I posted a video here, and then I posted my 6th video on the 15th. And then, okay, thank God I'm still a newbie and nobody really sees my videos, because I did something so embarrassing. So I posted my 6th video of my 2024 B6 Common Planner Daily Driver walkthrough. Or no, sorry, I posted my 2023 Hobonichi Cousin flip through to show y'all what I did last year. And somebody comments, thank you for commenting, if you're watching this, thank you, because my dumbass just uploaded one of my videos that I had already posted. And this person commented, and they were like, you say this is your 2023 Hobonichi flip through, but this is a 2024 Sterling ink planner, so what's going on? And I was like, oh my god, I was mortified. So thank you, person, for being kind and subtly pointing it out and not making a stink out of it. So thank you very much for being nice. And I promptly fixed it the next day when this person commented. So that was embarrassing, but we live and we learn. So that's when I actually posted my 6th video. This was just the fake out to see if you all were paying attention. And one person was, but a lot of other people had already watched and liked and commented on the video. And I was like, really? None of y'all are paying attention, because this one person was the only one paying attention, apparently. So anyway, I don't have anything. Oh, I do have just 5th video in the title, 6th video, and then the title, and then the whole repost debacle. Yeah, rookie mistake. Yeah, good thing I'm still a rookie. It's the best time to make a rookie mistake, is when you're actually still a rookie. And I think that's it. I've done not very much stuff. Got a table of contents set up. More table of contents. Video ideas. Social media planner setup. When I have it set up, y'all. When I have it set up, I will do that. I did do my 2023 cousin flip. Yeah, so there's a sneak peek. Spoiler alerts. Maybe I shouldn't show you this, but my channel's not big enough that I really care right now. You can see some things I have on the docket, some ideas I have. But yeah, some video ideas. And I think that's it. I think that's all I have. Yeah, more video ideas, because I'm going to be full of them, y'all. This is just more notes. But that's it for my social media planner. You can see why I say I don't think I really need it right now. Because all of this could easily go into my B6 daily driver main planner. But like I said, hopefully I will need it more later. So that is, oh yeah, those are all of my 2020, well, my January 2024 planner updates. She is in her Sterling ink era. We're going through it, y'all. There's my, sorry, my video cut off. There's my old college textbook that I'm currently using to help be a tripod. So if you have any questions, any suggestions, like I said, I'm still looking for that last habit to try and track this month instead of writing. So if you have a suggestion for that, let me know. But other than that, I will see y'all very soon with another video. And I hope you have a wonderful weekend. If you're watching this in real time, it's almost 4 o'clock on a Friday. So get after it, y'all. It's the weekend. For some people, not for everyone. And I will chat to you soon. Take care. Bye.